How's everybody doing today? My name is Tyler Kemp, CEO and founder of Visionary Tax. Visionary Tax specializes in the research and development tax credit for emerging technologies. We're up here in Santa Clara in San Jose right now. We just had a great week at the Augmented World Expo, AWE, up in Santa Clara. We met a lot of really great companies from all over the world, anywhere from Canada, the UK, China, and a lot here in the US, and specifically Silicon Valley. We're really excited to be a part of Silicon Valley and learning about all the emerging technologies that are coming out of here. We just think it's so exciting, whether it's the virtual reality, the artificial intelligence, the augmented reality, fintech, the mobile app development type stuff that's happening up here in Silicon Valley. Being a research and development tax credit guy, there's just not a lot of information as far as who qualifies, what type of expenses qualify, what type of activities qualify. And what we do at Visionary Tax is we work with a lot of startups and a lot of tech entrepreneurs that may not have an accountant or a CPA, but should be able to take these research and development tax credits. And we're putting a really big focus on starting with startups. A lot of the people that work in research and development tax credits are currently working for the Big Four, doing Intel's, IBM, Apple, Facebook's type research and development tax credits. We think because the research and development tax credit became permanent in 2016, the tax credit is not only for companies in profitable positions. Now, startups less than 5 years of gross receipts and less than $5 million in gross receipts for that current year can take the research and development tax credits against your quarterly payroll tax. Now, as you guys know, if you guys are paying wages to software developers, software engineers, a CTO, maybe even your CEO is doing qualified activities, these are the type of expenses that can be captured and ultimately reduced and eliminated through the research and development tax credit. So as such, we learned a lot at the Augmented World Expo, just what type of companies are creating an augmented reality. What is augmented reality? What we saw a lot of were a lot of the hardware and a lot of the companies that are creating software solutions for the hardware or the mobile app itself. Whether it's a video game or a game that you can be inside of this augmented world, that ultimately we don't know what it's going to be quite yet, but this is what the IRS considers research and development. You're trying to create a new product, you're trying to create new software. You may not know what the end result's going to be, but these software engineers are testing the source code and they're trying to figure out how to integrate that with third-party type mobile applications, or whether it's the hardware themselves. These types of activities and expenses can be considered qualified. So what we do at Research and Development Tax Credits with Visionary Tax is we're able to document that. We're able to calculate it and get these tax credits back for these guys. So we're really excited to be able to work with this industry just because of how much innovation is actually happening in the AI world, in the VR world, and they are going to be coming together. And I think that's the interesting part about being where we are, is seeing a lot of the similarities and the differences between certain emerging technology industries. Just from a lot of the conversations that we had with a lot of the companies up here that are also excited about the tax credits, one of the things that we were excited to announce is that Visionary Tax is starting a podcast. And this podcast is going to be used as a platform for us to educate startups and founders about what the research and development tax credit is, how these types of companies can qualify, what they will need to do to be able to get their tax credits looked at, documented and substantiated ultimately. This podcast is coming out in the next week. Our first one is a big one. I think you guys will be excited to just hear some of the content that we're creating. And another exciting announcements that we have is that we're looking for other founders and other tech entrepreneurs that would like to be a part of these podcasts, or ultimately looking into research and development tax credits themselves. We see this podcast as being a platform for not only us getting the word out there, but your company, your business model that is creating something new to be able to show other tech entrepreneurs that, hey, we are also taking advantage of this research and development tax credit, and therefore we're maximizing our cash flows and minimizing what we owe just for the work we're already doing. So we invite other tech entrepreneurs and founders out there that are interested in the research and development tax credit to reach out to us at Visionary Tax. You can find us on Instagram, Visionary Tax, LinkedIn, Facebook. On Twitter, we are at Research Credits. And again, you can always reach out to me, personal email at tyler@visionarytaxes.com. If you have any questions directly, you can call me at 310-430-2422. You can definitely check out the website, www.visionarytaxes.com. There's a lot of information on various industries, what may qualify, what type of information we may be looking for. Feel free to drop us a message on there. We're just really excited to get this word out here that research and development tax credits are permanent and they're here to stay. Hope you guys had a great day.